I hear they might have chosen a new 007, I said to the couple on the couch the three of us were sharing, both of whom were making out and not paying attention to me. I sipped my IPA and stood up from the couch and walked to the kitchen, where Molly was pouring a big bag of ice into a cooler full of fruity seltzers that all tasted the same.
You having fun?
Molly asked, balling up the empty bag and tossing it in the bin. Yeah, I replied. Really nice apartment, Molly.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good for these kinds of social events. Plenty of areas for people to stand and talk about Idris Elba or that guy who played Superman.
I don't think it's going to be either of them. But yeah, definitely a good space for that activity.
Come here for a second,
Molly said, grabbing my arm and leading me into her bedroom, dodging partygoers in the process, a few unsuccessfully trying to say something to her. Her room was illuminated by strung-up Christmas lights, despite it being October. Red and green illuminated her face. She sat me down on the bed and sat right next to me.
How's work been?
I started. The same. Old people, nurses, wheelchairs, you get it.
Are you anxious?
Molly asked.
Like, as anxious as you were saying a few weeks ago?
No, I replied, smiling at how caring her expression was. It's actually gotten a lot better.
You been going on walks? Journaling? You haven't been calling all that much.
Yeah, all that. I've been better. I got on Wellbutrin, so that's kind of helped, I replied. Things just seem a lot less, big IDS.
Or maybe you've gotten bigger?
Molly asked, putting her hand on my thigh, her eyes widening. She moved her hand closer and closer to my crotch.
Do you feel like you're getting bigger?
Yeah, Molly. I smiled, leaning into her. She moved her head away as soon as my lips grazed hers.
I really should get back to the party, Mel,
she said, taking her hand off my crotch and standing up.
So you know. Tick-tock.
She stood in front of me, looking down at me with her arms crossed, raising her eyebrows. I stood up, pulled my pants down, and sat my naked butt back on the bed. Her eyes widened at my erection. She grabbed my hand and rubbed her tongue up and down my palm. I began stroking, staring into her eyes, which watched me like a hawk watches a mouse.
You think any of my guests want to see how fucking pathetic you are, Melbourne?
Molly said, sitting down beside me. No, I quietly moaned, maintaining eye contact.
No?
Molly laughed.
You don't want anyone to see you jerk off, just me?
No, I moaned a little louder. Just you, Molly.
Oh, wow.
Molly said sarcastically.
I'm so lucky to see a pathetic nothing jerk off for me. I thought they were supposed to get bigger when they're hard. But maybe that just goes for all the men I actually fuck in this bed. Last night, I was actually right where you are as this guy came all over my face. You want me to invite him over and he can teach you how to work a pussy? Maybe he can finish on your face when he's done stretching my tiny little pussy? But only if you're good. Are you gonna be good for a real man?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, I'll be good.
You think you're too ashamed to finish, Mel? Maybe I could take you and your little dick out there and find someone to finish you off while you bury your head in mommy's tits.
I want to finish for you, Molly. I begged, almost too close to orgasm to play along.
Well,
Molly said.
I'm waiting.
Molly stood up, turned to face the wall, and pulled her dress up, exposing her bare ass. I scooted closer to the edge of the bed and put my face between her cheeks, inhaling as I climaxed.
Oh, Mel.
Molly laughed, grabbing the back of my head and pushing it deeper into her.
What are you going to say when they ask why your face smells like ass? You gonna tell them I use it as a toilet seat? That you're lower than fucking toilet paper?
Oh, God, I gasped, semen dripping down my knuckles. I'm so sorry, Molly. Molly let her dress fall back down, covering her butt. She sat next to me.
Yeah, I'm sure you're really sorry.
No, I said, looking down at my penis as it grew soft. I'm really sorry.
I don't think you're ever going to be okay, Mel.
Molly laughed.
So you can just keep embarrassing yourself in front of me. I'm just worried what people would think if they ever found out what you really are.
I'm scared they already know.
The only way they're gonna know is if you have cum on your hands, so how about you start acting like a guest in my home and clean up your mess?
She grabbed my right wrist. Raising my hand up to my mouth, she gave me a nod before I sucked all the semen off my fingers. She then took my hand and brought it to her mouth, slowly licking my palm up and down. She took a long snort and spit a string of snot into my open palm.
Again, Mel,